guys, what up? I have a lot of emails about mentorship right now, and I think people, for my hair professionals specifically, that send me, everybody wants a mentor, and I've been blessed to have a lot of mentors. But I want to tell you guys something. I never got a mentor because I just sent an email and said, "Can you be my mentor?" I never got anyone to help me because I simply said, "Can you help me? Because I'm new," or "I effed up and I need help." Like, you don't really get real mentors. A mentor to me is someone who doesn't take that lightly. Like, the word gets thrown around a lot. You got people that mentor. But in reality, and I try to really be engaged with my audience and be of service in a way that my mentors have been to me in a broad spectrum. So that's why I'm always sharing and talking and teaching and just pouring out my heart, you know? But if I'm personally mentoring you, it's different. Like, a real mentor is on your butt. They're holding you accountable, and it costs you something. And it's not just money. So a real mentor is investing. They're investing their time. They're looking after you. They're actually with you when you're taking the steps that they tell you to take, right? And you get to be behind the scenes with them, and they're teaching you things that it would take you forever to learn by yourself. And they're seeing things that you don't see. When people ask me about mentoring, I think that's why I do the YouTube stuff, because that's what most people want. You want advice, but you don't want to invest anything in return. So, like, I got a lot of people, man, I had a huge response of people saying that they wanted to be in my Action Takers Inner Circle, where you'll work one-on-one with me. Now, here's what's funny. Everybody's hyped when the price is presented, which is actually low, $600, considering the amount of time and the things that we're gonna do faster than you ever would have did. I mean, no, not even gonna say that, because you can do it by yourself. You can do everything by yourself, but at the end of the day, no comment, right? So it's a low-cost offer. It's one-on-one, plus it's for all these things, right? What I realize is that people don't want what they say they want. You don't want a mentor. You want somebody to hold your hand and baby you, and you want a magical answer. You want something to just happen. But it's like, really? And what do you want the mentor to do? This is why I do this, because this is what mentors kick your butt. Mentors tell you when you slow, you lazy, you sucking right now. Mentors hold your hand. Mentors give you shortcuts, but they're not shortcuts that don't require you to do work. Mentorship is very personal, and it costs you something. Whether it's money, it's going to cost you time. For example, even when Lisa Nichols first took me under her wing, I'm just going to use somebody that's like go Google her. When she first took me under her wing, she said, "If you like what I'm doing," like, I'm behind the scenes, I started doing her makeup. And she said, like, you know, "I enjoyed your company, I love your energy, I love my makeup. Like, I'll teach you a bunch of stuff, but you gotta pay for your travel." At that time, that's what it cost me. It cost me, I had to counsel clients, it cost me the money to the trip, it cost me getting to the different, it wasn't like it was in different states. So it cost me all of that, and I had to, like, unplug from friendships and my relationship because I needed to be focused, because now I'm an assistant. She's mentoring me in exchange for the knowledge and the vast information and the connections that she gave me. It cost me all of my being, all of my service, from hair to makeup to assistant to putting on shoes to helping her get dressed to making smoothies in the morning. That's what I did, okay? And mentorship looks like today, like in November, and even this year and last year, I'm on stage teaching and speaking. Everything I've touched has accelerated as a result of her mentoring me. It looked like I was a LaPo assistant at the time. Like, if you had met us out on the road and I'm assisting and I'm working and I'm doing all these things, right? And I was assisting. It was very much not sexy, and it cost me a lot. No sleep, other money opportunities. I had to put that stuff on the side. Hanging out with family and stuff like that, I had to miss things because it cost me something. Getting a mentor actually costs you something, whether it's money. See, now in 2018, you could just pay Lisa. Lisa costs $40,000. Like, you want to go sit with her? I watched her coach people. Even when she does group stuff, it's like $10,000, $15,000. come for a day or two or whatever, the stuff, it's still gonna cost you, and you'll never get what I got because I gave all of me. And so I get all access to everything. Deals being made, I see, hear it all. The amount of connection that I've gotten from my mentors, Nicholas French, that's another one. Again, so a mentor is not something that you should take lightly. And a real mentor is going to put you up in such a way that they can trust you with, like, for example, Lisa trusts me with her stage. Like in November, she was like, oh, you open up a show, you doing the music, you do this. I do so much for her event. That's huge. This is a multi-million-dollar event that she gave me trust to do and create and to use my gifts. That would have never happened if I hadn't served. And I still serve because I'm a natural servant leader. Mentorship really costs you something. So I want to say this. Before you say you're ready for something, I want you to understand what it really looks like when you're ready. You ready for a business. You jump in, you want to have a business because so-and-so got a business. But you got to really look at, well, how far am I willing to go to make this thing a success? I believe that there are so many people that are in love with the idea of having a business. You're in love with the sexy part, which is working from wherever, you know, making money online, making money while you sleep. That's cute and all. But the work that's required to build an audience, to build an email list, to put yourself out there day in, day out, day in, day out, to go out and market, the work that's required to take your actual thing that you do and systemize it, to actually put processes in place. Like the work that's required, that's when people start blacking out. That's when people start backing out. Or maybe you gotta put some skin in the game. You can't expect me to just, like, it doesn't make sense. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like, I need you to understand what mentorship really looks like. Because I get that email a lot and I'm like, you guys, why? You have to think about it because it's always what's in it for me. If I'm talking to you, you're wondering what's in it for me. You're just like, well, how can you help me, right? If you ask me for something, the first thing I'm like, why would I wait? What do I love you and all with the love of Jesus, but I don't know you and time is valuable. So why would I invest? Because guess what? Most people don't value it anyway because you're looking for a shortcut. I know I'm preaching. I just be looking at these messages going, what world is everybody living in where somebody just mentoring you and giving you all this stuff that they have to slave for? Get out of here with that. Like, no. Do not send anyone an email or a message. And it's cute and all to be like, oh my God, I feel the spirit, I'm excited. No, are you really gonna put in the work for whatever the hell you signed up to do? Period, point blank. This has nothing to do with me and everything to do with you. And what are you committed to? What are you committed to? Are you just in business because it's sexy? Because the honest truth is most people need to get out of business for themselves and be of value on a job because you just jumped in before you were ready and you're not ready to put in what it takes to fix the mistake because it will require you to invest to clean up your mess. Whether it's time, whether it's money, whether it's whatever, it's going to require you maybe to downsize so that you can prepare to relaunch. It's going to require you to do stuff. And most people just don't want to do stuff. We want to post about our cars and all this different stupid stuff that have nothing to do with nothing. Because can you lose it all right now and get it back tomorrow? Because if you don't have the skill set, if you don't have the knowledge and the know-it-all, the wherewithal, then you're screwed anyway. I'm just saying, y'all, understand what mentorship looks like. Your mentor should mentor you in such a way that you can go be amazing, and they give you a platform to be amazing. They're not trying to keep you out the way. They're not trying to put dim your light because you're outshining them now. That's what true mentorship looks like, and it requires an investment from the mentor. Like they're going to be giving a part of themselves. So they expect nothing less but the absolute best from you. And it's a relationship. That's why I don't really talk like I'm just saying, y'all, it takes something. You can't get something for nothing. So anyway, it's hot. I just want y'all to know that was it. We pray, we believe, we wish, We say that we're ready. We look at everyone who we admire and say, one day, this is what I wrote. I want you to be tough on yourself. Let me put a listen. I want you to be tough on yourself. I want you to hold yourself accountable and be real about how far are you willing to go. Sometimes we will have learned that we love the idea of something, but we're not willing to stick it out to do what it takes to make that happen in our life. And that's okay. It's tough, yet honest. What sucks is spending time that isn't promised, chasing something that we really aren't committed to. That's what sucks, okay? Because when there's no commitment, we won't do whatever it takes to create the outcome that we desire. It's just as simple as that. Understand what mentorship is, and don't take it for granted when you have access to someone who has information. And I'm not looking at this to be like, oh my God, come flood me with emails to be like, Keisha. No, this is just in general. Understand what that looks like. Like true mentorship is someone investing in you because they want you to win. So no, it's not gonna be free for you. Every now and then you have a person who just scoops you up. In my life, I thank God. I've had some women who have just scooped me up and poured into me, but guess what? It's because they saw that I was ride or die with whatever they needed. I was still adding value to them, and so they poured into me. Mentorship is not just one way. It's like there's a connection. We're working together towards something. That's what mentorship is, and you've got to know that it's gonna cost you something, and that it should ultimately push you to be 10 times better than where you were when you started. That's what it looks like. Hey Sheree, what's up? Kim, Shanice, Demetria, Shakisha. I definitely do appreciate your time. You're welcome. And you know, I try to be super present on my platform, guys. Like I tell you guys all the time, this is my TV channel, so I'm completely gonna rant, completely going to, you know, keep doing all of this stuff because I want you to get it. I want you to just, you know, go for it and do things and take chances and put yourself out there, all of that. So I'm gonna keep sharing my messages, I'm gonna keep sharing tips, I'm gonna keep sharing whatever programs I have with you guys. And the whole thing is just understanding that whatever it is that you want right now is gonna cost you. So just just understand that and stop being scared of something that's gonna cost you something. The workout, you can't get the abs without eating properly. You can't get the arm muscles without actually doing your version of, like, you gotta do something. It's gonna cost you something. That's what mentorship really looks like, guys. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. Peace out.